Hello dreamers, I'm so excited today. I went to the Build-A-Bear workshop for the first time ever. Now, unlike the Care Bear video that I have, if you're new to this channel, I'm Staria Dream and I have lots of toy videos, storytelling and also healing of the inner child videos. So if this is your first time, you're not missing anything. You don't need to watch those videos to understand here. Now, I have no idea why I never went to Build-A-Bear before because it was amazing. I had the best time. But with the Care Bear video, I explained that there was something that happened to me in the past that made me not like Care Bears. The same thing happened a little bit with My Little Pony. I also don't know why. And I also collect popples, but that was just some self-consciousness thing where I collected popples, but it took me years before I allowed myself to get the popples with the bonnets on the head because I thought they were too babyish. So in this video, I'm going to share my happy experience at Build-A-Bear and also encourage you to do that thing that you always wanted to do. If you don't know why, question why you haven't done something. And like with me with the popples or the baby toys, if you're a toy collector and you collect this but you don't collect that because of some self-conscious reason, someone told you it's too expensive, someone told you that it's too silly or too babyish, you're already collecting toys, so just have fun. Okay? So there was these beautiful window displays which I'll put up here. So I got a few pictures of that, and I was not expecting the shop to be so big and so beautiful. It's one thing to see pictures of bears, and it's a different thing to, well, with everything, isn't it? It's a different thing to go in person. And I never knew it was going to be so big. Look how cool and beautiful it is. Oh, that's so cool. So I went in person and there were these giant rainbow bears on the side, and then there was just shelves of bears and different plush toys. When I walked in, I was blown away by all of the beautiful displays. It was very touching. Oh, I didn't know they had Hello Kitty ones. And they have little rabbits. Look how cute this one is. Ah! Oh, look at the whole store. It's so pretty. Wow. Oh, there's the thing that makes it. There's a YouTuber called Sally Hearts Jack 80. He's a really fun guy. He's got a lovely vibe. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, and he's built so many bears. And before I went, I decided to see if he had any Build-A-Bear videos, and then that was the last straw. I just had to go. The night before I had decided to go, I actually had a dream, of course, Staria dream, and I actually had a dream about bears and going to Build-A-Bear. So one of my childhood bears that I've shown in previous videos is called Kurt. And I will get him. He's wearing Our Generation little top, but this is my Kurt. And if you want to know about his name and all about him, I have an entire video about him and some of my other toys, but he is so cool. So there he is. But I had a dream with him, and he had a little conductor hat on, and I was on the clouds in this cool pastel pink train with my toys and Whimsy Mallow, and we were on the train and we went through this big archway which was the Build-A-Bear shop, but it was huge in this dream. It was just all of these bears, and I went in there and there were two bears in the dream, and one of them was like a pastel pink bear, and the other one was like a black dragon, or almost like a dragon knight, or I couldn't quite see it because it was in the shadows, but it had this energy of like a dragon. That, or at least that's what I thought it was, perceived it as. And the two bears said, "We want to go home with you." And when I woke up, I was like, I wonder if I could find something like that. And in the dream, the pink bear said that it was a bear of sweet dreams. And the black brown colored bear or animal said that it was a bear of protection, and it had a big heart, and it was a big vibrant spirit. And they said, "Oh, let's see if you can find us tomorrow." And I said, "Okay." And I woke up and I felt so happy. So I even had this beautiful dream about going there. And I see the window displays and I go in. The staff they pick are amazing. They were so friendly, so lovely. They don't treat adults any different from children. If you go and you say, "This is your first time, help me make the bear," they are more than happy to help you. I had a lovely experience. So I'll show you the footage where I was sort of looking at the bears and trying to decide. So here it is. A lowland Vulpix. So cute. I almost want to choose the fairy one. This one has wings. Little wings. Oh, both ones. Look how cute. And then they have a night magic kitty. How cute. Wow. Alright, so as you can see, I looked at a few different ones and I ended up going with that pink fairy one. So I actually found a fairy K. If you like Japanese fashion, she looks so fairy K, doesn't she? Beautiful pink pastel-y fairy bear, just like in the dream. It was amazing. So this is my Sweet Dreams bear. And I picked up the beautiful, oh, look at it, I'll give you the 360 view. I picked up the beautiful pastel purple tutu dress. And the shop assistant told me something that I didn't know. I'll turn off this light so you can see it a bit better. But it may not show, but I don't know if you can see it, but the dress actually lights up, which is so pretty. And she's got so much glitter on her. So I picked out a dress that lights up. I got her, they were these cute little ballet slippers that usually go with this dress. Ooh, that usually go with this dress. But I decided to get her these glittery little sneakers. And again, that looks very Harajuku, fairy K sort of style sneakers and tutu. I'm not going to show, there are little bloomers that you can get for them. And they've got a little space to stick the tail. But I'm not going to show you that because that would be unladylike. And I got her a little bow. So I went all out. I still haven't thought of a name for her. So I left that part of the birth certificate blank. And like with my other toys, I take a little while to get to know them and find out what I'm going to call them. So I'm open for suggestions in the comments, but I don't know, I'm going to have to get to know her more. Oh, I put a sound in her. You can put a sound. So, right, here we go. So magical, isn't she gorgeous? So beautiful. So she has that magical swirl. And there was even options to put scents in there. I gave her a little heart. Some of the money from the heart actually goes to children's charities, which is amazing. And like with the Our Generation dolls, the Build-A-Bear seems to have a good ethics behind it in that way. Yeah, so this was my Fairy K one. She's got the sound. They had the option to put the scent in as well and a heartbeat. I didn't want a heartbeat. I did want a sound. I'm pretty fussy with my smells, so they had an option for lavender. It was quite nice, but I realized that I didn't really want to permanently have her scented, so I left it out. But it's really cool if you have like a lavender or pink colored bear that you could put something like that inside. So go check it out and see what kind of smells they have. Oh, Kurt wanted to come up. So I put him down. And the other one, I was blown away when I saw him. He was so unique. Was this guy. Because it's October, we're going into Halloween season. He's got paws and moons in his ears. These parts glow in the dark, so he's really, really cool. And he actually has a tail because he's a werewolf. So I was really, when I saw that dream of the sweet dream bear and the protecting bear, I thought, they're probably just going to have cutesy looking ones. I couldn't imagine like a dragon or a more strong looking one, but they actually have this cool looking werewolf. So he's like, a caring big brother or like a dad. He's like, yeah. He's absolutely lovely. And I looked around the whole shop trying to find him something, but I just really didn't think that anything suited him. There was like a faux leather jacket, but I don't think he has a bikey look. And there was also the closest outfit was like they had this khaki colored Jedi outfit. But yeah, I just felt like he was better in his natural. Oh my god. That was a pretty high roar. Roar. That's a bit better. Roar. So that was these these were the two I ended up choosing, and just the dream was true. The dream came true. Whoa. Wrong hand. Whoa. So I ended up getting these two. All right. I had an absolute blast. I loved dressing them up. I loved putting the hearts in. You do a little ceremony where you give them the heart and you make a wish. So when I put the heart into her, I said my wish for her was sweet dreams, and my wish for this guy was protection and big love, big heart. So I did do that. I did the whole thing. I did it properly. And I was lucky it was a Sunday. There was only one other family there, so I had pretty much the whole shop to myself. Well, thank you for listening to my story, and if I ever figure out why I didn't go for all these years, I will make a video on it. If you're new to my channel, please check out my other videos and check out my Care Bear video if you want to look into those reasons. I'm finding that it's helping a lot of people get over their own boundaries, expand their life. Don't let anything get in your way, and enjoy everything that you want to enjoy. Just go and have fun. That's the message of this video, because I had left that for years, and when I actually went and did it, it was just as fun as I had imagined. So I don't know why I stopped myself from doing it. All right, guys. Live your dreams. Go do what you want to do. If there's something you think, oh, that's silly, I'm not going to do that. No, go do it. Have fun. I recommend it. I had a ball. Hello, dreamers. I said before, name suggestions. I'm still interested to see in the comments. However, I have actually woken up after having these guys snuggle up to me in bed overnight. And now looking at them in the morning light, I have actually decided what they should be called. So I think that this lovely lady here, oh yes, I took off her dress to sleep. I don't yet have pajamas for her, but I think that's the next thing I'm going to get. But I just felt like she'd be a lot more comfortable without a tutu and sneakers on. So I decided to call this lovely lady here Fantasy. for the obvious reasons of her colors and the fact that she's going to be a little sweet dreams helper, giving beautiful fantasies, but also because if you've ever seen The Page Master, do you remember there were three books in there? There was fantasy, adventure, and horror. And I remember that fantasy, well, that was the book that was played by Whoopi Goldberg, and she was both a very pretty book with little wings just like this, and she was actually the bravest book and the one that went back and got things done. So Adventure was meant to be the brave one, but it actually turned out that the pink and purple fantasy was the one that was really sassy, and she had a good bold heart on her. So even though I don't think that this bear is sassy, I think that she's more sweet and thoughtful, and she seems very empathetic. She's not a pushover. She's a strong little lady, so she's got a brave heart on her. So I felt like Fantasy is the perfect name for her. So that's her name. And then we have this werewolf over here. And I didn't actually have any rhyme or reasoning to the name. It just popped in my head, which I thought was really cool. So I sort of just got the name Grimwald for him. Grimwald. Rah. And it sounds like a really strong and magical name, and it reminded me that something like a wizard would have. And I googled it, and there was a few characters, original characters and actual characters that were wizards or even rogues that were called Grimwald. And I looked at the name meaning, and it's quite fitting for him because it's a dramatic name and it means masked power, or like a hidden power. And Grim, the name Grim actually means stern. So I feel like he's very strong. He's like a Papa Bear kind of energy. And he's a good guy, but he's a protector. So he should have a strong name like Grimwald. And there were some bad wizards with that name, but I think being bad or good is a choice in life. And he chooses to be a werewolf on the side of good. And these two are already very good friends. I feel like they like each other. They're really good friends. They're a great team. And they are going to be excellent parts of this bedroom. And just so you know, this is not even as many as I usually have, but this is my Care Bear and my Melody and my Blue Bear, my Umbreon, and my Popples, and my little sheep Jack that I adore, and I'm like brushing his fur. That I sleep with a lot of plushies decorating my bed. Alright, we'll see you later, dreamers, and let me know what you would have called them and what you think of the names. See you later, bye!